And there we go, third roX.KIS game, brought to you by HeflaTV. I'm HeflaMoke, and coming with me is Coucher. What I forgot to mention in the other two BO2s we had today, you can see all the links you need below the stream or on our overlay. Like, if you follow us, we are streaming pretty much every major and minor event out there. And we're even not done for today. We not just bring you all the roX.KIS games today, we bring you even more after this. Today at 23 CET, the sex event is gonna be transmitted by us. Anyway, and now we go back to roX.KIS game number 3 against Team Empire. A very, very classy game. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely am. I mean, should be one of the best matchups today. I do give the edge to Team Empire because they've just looked so strong lately. But still, roX.KIS, I mean, they just came off of 3 wins, so definitely have the momentum for it.
Yep, 4 games, 3 wins. Like against Team Hehe, they looked very solid. Like, I wouldn't say Hehe made anything really bad or something. They had solid drafts. Some of their drafting worked out, some didn't. Especially like in the last game, they got really countered by roX.KIS's idea of going for a duo mid lane, and then they swapped around Luna, Ember Spirit, changing between safe lane and mid lane, supported always by Delish. It worked out very well, and I think that was why he crumbled in that game. But now we have a new team. Team Empire is going for absolutely different strategies, and they know roX.KIS much better. Those teams play so often against each other because they have the European, international, and of course the Eastern CIS team tournaments. And yeah, so we have the Buns, Tree and Dazzle coming out. That already shows how good they know roX.KIS.
Yeah, sure does. I mean, roX.KIS playing the Dazzle and the Tree both, I think 2 times in the last 4 games. So yeah, and Ancient Apparition is a hero that didn't get banned out for the first time today.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it.
But Team Empire now has the chance to get themselves the Ember Spirit actually, if they do wish to do so.
Yep, like the Ember Spirit last game worked out really well, but no, they go for a Batrider instead. Very nice initiation hero. Not much to say because you can lane him wherever you want. You can lane him in the mid lane. You can get him into the jungle, even though this is very unlikely nowadays, especially after the jungle nerf. And you can get him in the offlane, and he works there just as well. Just short comment about the AA. Usually I say something about him when he's banned, but this time I want to even say something when he's picked, because it's an amazing hero, and like this ultimate, especially when it's on level 3, maybe even supported by Aghanim's, is absolutely game deciding sometimes. Like, you don't just have the shatter, you have the impact damage, you have the damage over time, and the healing prevention. Empire already banned out 2 healers, and there's no healers on their side so far. Now the Rubik comes out. The AA ulti doesn't have an impact. Just a short comment to the bans of roX.KIS. Invoker, strong mid. Visage, strong early mid game. Very good bans. And there comes the Ember Spirit for roX.KIS.
Yeah, roX.KIS, like last game, they definitely showed us that Ember Spirit can be such a force to be reckoned with. And this time, together with the Ancient Apparition, I mean, it can be very devastating, but of course, 3 heroes still left to be picked, and all remains open.
And there comes the Doom as a bun. I always like the Doom bun, and you never see the Doom bun like in the first 2 unless you have like something that is really highly disabled by a Doom, let's say a Storm, for example, a Puck. But yeah, I definitely like the Doom bun simply for the fact that, for example, Ember Spirit is also something you don't want to get doomed, because once you're doomed, you're actually doomed. Like, you're really out of the game.
Yeah, it's so true. And Venomancer now banned, of course, by Team Empire, and the Storm Spirit banned out by roX.KIS, so don't want that hero up in the mid lane.
Yep.
First they banned the Invoker, and I don't know, maybe they want to play the Ember Spirit mid lane again, actually.
Yep, they take out 2 very strong mid, they take out a very strong disable against the Ember, and they take out a very strong roaming supporting hero for early and mid gamer on the Visage. So, to be honest, I also think like it's not just based on the mid lane, those bans. They're like these 4 heroes we see right now, they're very often played by Team Empire, and I think roX.KIS knows that. And yeah, we have a Furion Bun now as well, also a hero we saw very often today.
Yeah, I think it's a nice ban overall. I mean, just you don't have to deal with the red Dota. And together with the Ancient Apparition, I mean, you can go quite global with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Just get the extra amount of few right clicks that are necessary for the AA ultimate to just... I don't know what's it actually called. Shatter, that's right.
Yeah, Shatter.
But Team Empire now, I mean, they have so much left to pick still. Batrider most likely off lane. I mean, that's where you see him most of the time. They have the support Rubik, and now, I mean, based on their bans, they probably want to go up against something that can kill quite easily, I would think. The Nyx Assassin is of course available, but no, Leshrac instead. Wow.
Leshrac, that's interesting. Well, Leshrac has a siege potential if he goes for a very early edict, and the Clockwork is coming as a third pick on roX.KIS' side. Well, that's some nice initiation. Actually, I like it because they have the Batrider on Team Empire already, and I need some counter initiation. So it's pretty much Lasso versus Hookshot and a Lycan. This is a push strategy coming in.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me too much if the last pick was like a Pagnar Death Prophet for the mid lane.
Yeah, Death Prophet. Death Prophet would actually fit this. So you have Edic, you have the Lycan, Vladimir's possibly Necro, and going for Death Prophet ulti. That's a lot of
the Death
push
Prophet
coming
would
in.
also be very nice because just the silence for the Ember Spirit and the Clockwork.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would absolutely fit. I
But
also wanted to say
roX might
something.
ban.
I also wanted to say something about the Rubik, because like so far the Rubik actually has quite decent stuff to steal. I mean, everything he steals from Ancient Apparition is pretty much interesting for him. Ember Spirit, well, like Rubik steals not too well from Ember Spirit because he can't really apply it. But like, if he steals, he has two very nice ultimates to steal so far. But like even the cogs and the hookshot from Clockwork to steal is also very, very interesting. Has potential.
Yeah, I think if the AA plays it correctly, the Rubik should never be able to steal it because you can just go with the Ice Blast from rather far back in the team fight. So
Yeah, that's true. No, he has to be really close, but I'm just saying there's potential that like with nice Rubik plays you have the potential to actually get something
yeah,
decent here.
well, if Rubik actually steals the Flame Guard, he may be able to survive the Ancient Apparition ultimate.
that for sure, yeah. No, I'm actually wondering what's coming as a 4 pick now by roX.KIS. Are they gonna pick now a support? Yeah, the Lich.
Yeah.
We see the Lich again. They like the Lich a lot.
I mean, sure, it has, like, unlike the last game this time around, the Lycan doesn't care too much about it. He's hasted anyway, so at
Yeah.
least the slow doesn't apply, but still, for physical damage, I mean, mitigating it with the armor, very nice.
The Lich is, I mean, yeah, of course we have the denying potential and the own experience you get of it. Of course, we have the early harass, and we just saw it last game how well it worked out against the puck in mid. And also the nice thing, we saw also last game and the game before that Lich went very early into Frost Armor, and he's kind of supporting the Ember Spirit lacking the armor, because naturally Ember Spirit is coming not with a lot of armor. We saw it like the Nakes, for example, had 20 armor by the time where the Ember Spirit had 7, because there's nothing coming from items, and it was just the Frost Armor who actually gave him not an advantage, but like closer to what other carriers of similar level have.
Yeah, indeed, and the last bans being Luna by Team Empire, so I don't know if they actually saw roX.KIS' last game, but Luna such a strong hero overall, and
With the Mask
roX.KIS
of Madness, yes.
yeah, roX.KIS needs a carry at the moment. Well, they don't need it, but it would be highly beneficial for them. And Nyx Assassin banned by roX.KIS, I mean, maybe Team Empire really did want to go for that hero, but
No,
I don't know.
I think Rox wants a second core. Like, I think the Luna was a wise ban there. And I don't think the Team Empire wanted to go for Nyx either. Like, I think the Luna was a very wise choice because Luna would have perfectly fit in this lineup. It would, except for the Dream Protector and the AA, like we would have been like on the same setup as last game, and it worked out really well. And the Luna with the Mask of Madness, like I was absolutely shocked by the item choice, especially in that game where there was a lot of burst incoming, and she lost HP so fast. But then again, she also rocked a lot with that Mask of Madness. So yeah, I was actually looking forward maybe seeing another Mask of Madness Luna, but we're not gonna see it. Empire was smart enough to pick it.
I actually think that Empire, oh no, they go for the Clinks, but I thought that maybe the Viper would have been a decent pickup there, maybe for like the mid lane. Should
The
have been
Viper's
quite
not strong in
survivable.
pushing. I think they wanted something that can rat, possibly even like push. Like the Clinks can roam once he got Orchid up, etc. The Clinks can go alone and eat towers just away. Like the way he kills towers is just incredible. And I mean, it's supporting the Lashrak and the Lycan with the push. They have the Batrider for initiation, the Rubik for setup, for Lashrak stun, etc., etc. So Team Empire is gonna get some level, get some farm, get the Clinks an important item, or create space for the Clinks, and then they go into pushing. They're gonna see very early pushing here of Team Empire.
Yeah, my question is though, is the Leshrac going mid then? I
Good
mean,
question.
like, Batrider off lane most likely. Clinks, I
No.
mean, if you don't want to send the Clinks off lane, in my opinion, because if he gets shut down, then he's just useless.
Well, yeah, it's actually a good question because I mean, right now you could lane Rubik Lashrak Lycan, safe lane Batrider mid, Clinks offlane, but as you said, it's not a really good choice. And we see a Zeus again. That's the
Nice.
second Zeus today, and I love it simply for the fact that Clinks is so vulnerable to Zeus. Not just you get visible, but like you have so low HP, and unless you silence the Zeus, you have so strong nukes against you. You have AA ulti plus magic damage, Ember magic damage, Lish magic damage, Zeus magic damage, and the Clinks with a, I don't know, 600 HP standing just with PTs and an Orchid or something will die to this. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
very interesting.
From the moment roX.KIS's heroes hit level 6, Team Empire, beware, because I don't know, the global ultimate combination from the Ice Blast and Thunder God's Breath already can
Yep.
be so devastating. Maybe even a Rocket Flare by Clockwork as well.
Like the
Flying
Zeus ulti
into it.
actually makes it also easier for the AA to like sneak some kills on retreating heroes.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Anyway, we're in the game, brought to you by HeflaTV. I gonna introduce this time Team Empire. We have Silent Mila on the Lycan, and heading to the offline is Always Wanna Fly. Resolution on the Clinks, very often seen on the Clinks already. You have Rubik on Wenscore, and Magus picking up the Batrider.
Yeah, and for the Radiant side, played by, of course, roX.KIS, Seedoy, now named as Fidoy, up on the Clockwork, with Golblack playing on the Lich, Yol on the Ancient Apparition, of course, mid lane, oh, well, not of course, BCC in the mid lane, usually playing the carry heroes, but now, this time around, up on the Zeus, and... God damn those names! Solo, up on the Ember Spirit.
Fidolo this game. Last time he was just Feeder, and the game before he was Fido. Now he's Fidolo. But yeah, guys, this is Solo. Just changing name every game, making it even better for casters.
The Empire tried to find somebody, they went as 3 men into the enemy jungle, but just roX.KIS so spread out and nothing happened yet. Golblack, of course, denying straight up from the top lane. And
Yeah.
then I think he's probably going bottom lane to help because there's no point dual laning a Zeus mid.
Yep. We have a haste spawning for the Lycan, but it's gonna be picked up by the Rubik. We have a nice ward here, a defensive ward coming out, and we have offensive ward giving nice vision to the side here. And we have, of course, another ward giving very nice vision to Team Empire on the bottom rune. Like, there's just one ward missing. I wonder where it goes. Who has it even?
Yeah, but I actually really like what roX.KIS is doing here. Although Ruby coming in from the back, I don't think it will make too much of a difference. Silent getting some right clicks off and Golblack maybe, yeah, just has to use a few tangos. Will be fine. But sending a dual lane up there it makes sure that Clockwork definitely will get some levels, as well as just the Lycan won't be able to level up as fast, so the high level wolves won't come out.
Yep. And in mid, actually, the Klinks is driving out the Zeus. This is a wrong world. But I think they're gonna turn around this pretty soon as the level the Zeus hits a higher level.
Yeah, and on the bottom lane, Mag is actually having quite a nice time on the Batrider. 4 stacks on the Ember Spirit already of the sticky napalm, so just harassing them out. Like 1 versus 2, he can be quite sure that he will survive for the time being. Chilling Touch leveled up by Yol, so no possible Cold Feet proc even. And even if he did have Gold Feet, which the Batrider might guess that he has, I think he should be able to get out anyway. But top lane, oh, actually, Clockwork might be in some trouble. Cogs do get him back to safety, barely 330 HP there. I think the level 1 Frost Armor actually was what saved him the free armor, making the difference.
Yep. And AA actually doing a quite decent job on the bottom line, driving the Batrider out, and he's also not going offensive on the AA. AA has Chilling Touch, 1 point in it, and that makes it really dangerous because it hurts. On the other side, we also saw a similar thing. We saw the Howl level 1 on Empire's side. Like, both abilities give huge damage. Like, one is global, one is like area of effect. Yeah, gives nice right click damage even on level 1.
Yeah, and that is why the Ice Armor is even better, because otherwise the Clockwork definitely would have gone down, but now he's almost level 3. Some nice pulling going on by Empire, and because it is a tri-lane and such a like high nuke damage tri-lane, especially like you said with the Howl coming out from the Lycan, just follow the right clicks with, so yeah.
And we see the Klinks, he has picked up a double damage rune for mid. That's gonna be interesting if he can like capitalize on it. Like, but we see Batrider now swapping into the enemy's jungle and farming there. Unfortunately, he was a bit unlucky because he found golems, and for a Batrider, golems is like worst case scenario because those fancy guys, they're immune to your Firefly.
Yeah, I mean, golems are overall one of the most nasty ones, whoever you are jungling with.
No, actually, they're not.
I mean, it depends a little bit. But
they
like
don't hit for much. That's the good about golems. They don't hit for much, but yeah, overall, there's worse. Like for a Batrider with magic damage, it's like the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah, but like Enigma, he can't convert them either, so it sucks.
Yeah, yeah. For all those magic junglers, the worst combination you can get. But like he wasn't really quite successful. Like he cleaned out 1 set of creeps here and the small camp, but like then he went for Tranquils, and now he's stacking Ancients. For who is he stacking those Ancients is the question. Later for Lycan or for Klinks?
Yeah, probably, and some harassment coming out by Yol Cold Feet, though nowhere near to the proc. And PZ?
Yep. And Zeus and Klinks making a run at the same time for the rune, and with Ghost Walk, Skeleton Walk, not Ghost Walk, with Skeleton Walk, Klinks made the race. No, actually, no, Zeus was just a tiny bit faster, so yeah. Klinks has the Bottle Crow, and Zeus can actually spam now, even with the Illusion Rune.
Actually, if you check at Ember Spirit, look at his skill build. He not 1 single point up in Flame Guard. I guess Empire like doesn't have that high of amount of magical burst anyway, so he doesn't need it, I guess.
Yeah, or maybe he just wants to go for another build. I was talking like 2 games ago. I was talking about this because we saw the other day like a no Flame Guard build up by Sing Sing of Cloud9, and yeah, like all that time we saw a Flame Guard, like instant Flame Guard spec. This was a 2-0-4 spec on the last game, I think, and this time we have a 2-2, even 2-3. So he's going fist heavy this time, and we're gonna see how this works out.
Yeah, I kind of like it because that way, I mean, he doesn't have to get up close and personal to do some damage. Just from far away, throw down the Sleight of Fists over and over every 6 seconds, and
yeah,
it does a considerable amount of damage actually.
And we see now the power of a Zeus versus Resolution here, because yeah, 1 lightning bolt is just taking him out pretty much. Like 60% HP or something, he has to leave the lane. So the Zeus is now level 6. He doesn't get the rune. There's still not a rune up, but like in 5 seconds there's a rune. I think this rune might decide about the first blood on the
Yeah, it is on the bottom lane. It's invisibility actually, so we all might be able to make something happen with that one.
Yep, this is a dangerous combination for the Klinks.
Because Thundergras Ref also available now for the Zeus. So once Klink's ultimate runs out, which will be right about now, he is at 6,500 HP, but will it be enough? He's just gonna go eat another creep because he absolutely must. Y'all scouting out everything though. Mag almost level 6, but 1k away from his Blink Dagger. If he's left to his own devices in the jungle, actually, it will be a rather fast Blink Dagger for him.
Yeah, that invisibility rune is running out pretty fast though, and when it runs out, he's gonna see a Rubik, and the Rubik is gonna see him. So now he's in trouble. Or no, he's not.
Yeah, oh, TP coming in towards the top lane as well. Silent Cold Feet is there, but of course no proc as Seedoid doesn't get in range. There is the chains. No, they go onto the creeps. So telekinesis is also used. Finally they get the cogs and Silent will go down for the first blood. Lich getting that one. Can they get some more? No, doesn't look like it. Everybody has backed off.
Yep. This was interesting. The Ember even, he has free farm bottom, but he's still
Oh, Thundergras Ref. Klinks goes down in the mid lane as well.
Yep. He was too low HP. And he was visible, and then, yeah. Zeus ulti was enough to finish him off.
That's Zeus. So much damage.
Yeah, against the Klinks it's very effective. So that's why I was curious about the laning, like if they actually put the Klinks in the mid. But I don't think a Batrider would have done so much better against the Zeus, because they have like similar HP. A Batrider now only with Tranquil Boots, rushing that dagger, you get like 800 HP. This is not much more than a Klinks, and yeah, a Zeus in mid.
Yeah, he might be in trouble. There's a smoke coming out by Empire. Just as they hit, so the vision is a little bit better for Zeus now.
And now he has a regeneration rune, that makes it even worse. Unless they kill him now, this is gonna be really bad.
They should have enough damage. Mag is there with the lasso as well. Telekinesis into lasso. No, split earth first. And lasso actually not even used, not necessary.
Yep, really nice.
Very nice pickup, and now only 150 gold from Mag's Blink Dagger.
Top.
Oh yeah, Lycan goes down once again.
Lycan managed to get his ulti off there, but like the fist was already cast and it got him.
Yeah, it's just getting him in the power course, I guess, together with the battery assault. Too much for him to handle.
Yep, and this is with Flame Guard. Without Flame Guard, I mean, completely without Flame Guard. This is just fist, searing chains. That's pretty much it. And interesting enough, like they leave the bottom lane now completely untouched. AA is even stacking now here, but like for who is he stacking? He's not even farming on the lane. Actually now he's farming on the lane. He's getting his level 6 on this wave. So now the AA ulti comes into play.
Yeah, I mean, he really wants that level 6. It's so important. But you talked about before that the mid lane matchup. I think that if the Batrider would have been in mid lane, I think he would be worse off than he is now actually. Because then the Zeus could have just gotten a magic stick, and every time with a napalm he gets extra mana to lightning bolt the Batrider back.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this is probably even a worse matchup. And we see Klinks now going bottom lane. I think he was aiming for that AA, but AA is not alone anymore. Ember is rotating back in the lane. He wants that tasty farm. And yeah, Skeleton Walk is running soon out. Does he find him is the question.
I don't know that even if he finds him, if he can kill him actually.
Yeah, because he has no mana. He has barely mana for the next Skeleton Walk, so I don't know if that's really worth it.
Yeah, it's just wasting time currently.
I mean, AA knows now that he's here because simply for the fact that if he sees that the next camp was not stacked, then he knows something blocked it, and it definitely wasn't a ward.
Yeah, now Lich hitting level 6 as well, so extra burst damage coming out. And I really like actually Solo's skill build, going for the Sleight of Fist, maxing out. Because that way, I mean, they just have so much poke damage. When there's a kind of a standoff, then the Arc of Lightning coming out by the Zeus as well as the Sleight of Fist, they just do damage from so far and Empire really can't jump into it.
We see a haste rune on the Klinks and now angling behind, taking up a creep here, the mid camp, and The question is, does he go? Does he know that the Lich is here on the side?
Yeah, Lich pinged them out actually. Yeah, they are going for Zeus just dying. Thunder God's Wrath. There goes the Chain Frost as well together with the Wolves. They do bounce, but only one bounce. Nice dodge off the hook shot as well, and Silent. Quite safe. They get the kill and get out as well.
Lycan just too fast,
Solo
but
trying to go for it, but out of mana. Oh, actually, he might get it as Silent's ultimate runs out. Base boots, nice chains. Oh, there is the splitter, but I always want to fly. Now
the
it
rocket,
goes down
the rocket sneaks it away.
And now there is the lasso up onto Solo, and Solo goes down. Got a little bit too greedy there.
Yep, I think that was a too long of a chase.
Ice Blast missing everybody as well.
Yep, but very nice rocket sneak. I mean, he went high level in that rocket flare. It's already level 3. So this was definitely enough damage for the Lycan and was nicely aimed. He aimed it a bit forward, even he was expecting the Lycan runs even a bit more, but like the Ember got him there, searing chained already. But it still hit. Was close, but yeah, still hit. And now the 12-minute rune is coming and the supports are already circling around it.
Resolution looking for the Lich. Can he get it though? He needs to eat the creep first. Yeah. Does it and starts right clicking away, but I don't think it actually might be enough. Wow.
Wow, the damage coming out there.
Yeah, the howl 20 extra bonus damage, I guess, helped enough there. Yep. Very nice kill. I mean, I really didn't think that it would happen, but
the problem was also the Lich had no frost armor up at that time, so he wasn't slowed, so he could actually like strafe that attacks in, and he's got even the next rune. He's gonna drink that up and take the next illusion.
Yeah, if he can keep up the pace. I mean, Empire looking pretty damn nice at the moment.
Yep.
Cause looking at the graphs, I mean, they are ahead, not by a huge margin, but still.
I actually thought that Bat Rider is not gonna get anything, but actually now he got his Blink Dagger, the Tranquils, and now
Zeus might be in some trouble. Resolution on the hunt. First
he's blocking the camp.
Yeah.
He's blocking the pole. They will notice though that he is here.
Yeah, Sido is there. He might catch him. No idea where he went.
But so far we don't see any vision coming out of them. Like Lich has nothing. Ember Spirit, Zeus actually got a sentry ward against him. But so far they can't really catch him. If he runs out of vision for the sentry, then yeah, they don't get him.
I'm guessing they just have to rely on getting the power cogs.
Or rely on... Oh, we have bottom action, Lashrak being caught out by Ember Spirit, but that was already enough.
But now, Mac comes in for Cedar, gets the lasso and right clicks from Resolution to finish up the job. Nice kill by Klinks, 1-for-1 for both teams. But they support for a, farming clockwork of sorts.
Oh, and we just talked about at the draft, Rubik stole the AA ulti.
He has to get away there, he goes down, hits Yol, and Yol I think will go down in return. The illusion from Klinks might be enough to shatter. No, he should be able to stay alive. Yeah, it was a very nice steal, but didn't amount up to anything in the end. The tower though does go down, Lycan making work there. Already has power threats, Vladimir's, and now Medallion of Courage also finished, so a Roshan coming soon.
Oh, Klinks.
Resolution baiting it out, taking the regeneration. Mag in there as well with the Firefly. Wolves coming from the Lycan. That will be the kill. Chain Frost flying out between the Wolves. Oh god, they fail at the split so badly. AA ultimate comes in, only hits Silent. There goes the chains as well, and actually Lycan might be in trouble. Tries to right click a few times and... sleight of fist in the end does get the kill. Although always wanna fly. That lightning storm level 4 doing so much damage. Now Rubik in some trouble as well. No, he stole the power cogs that are his own.
And Rubik even devouring at the same time. So yeah, overall Empire surprisingly coming on top of this fight out. This is surprising, absolutely surprising. And to be honest, the Zeus very unlucky. It's like the third time he runs for a rune, and yeah, on top we have the same action again.
Yeah, actually with a Ghost Scepter, very nice pick up there.
But last fight the Ghost Scepter actually played against him because he took probably more damage from the Firefly there than he would possibly from the Klinks. But yeah, he bought that Ghost Scepter very early because he doesn't want to get ganked by that Klinks. The Klinks is getting every single rune before the Zeus can, so yeah. And we have Lycan attempting a Roshan. Scouted out by the AA ulti. The question is, do they respond? They're already on the way.
Yeah,
Use
Thunder Guards
ultimate
have
to
just to
scout.
scout it out, yeah. But I don't know, I mean, they don't have the extra burst damage coming out now.
They have so many things to scout. They scouted with AAO, they scouted now with the rocket, scouted before with the Source
A nice hook shot though might make the change. Ah, nice lasso by Mag, dragging him up to the high ground. Goblak is there as well, slowing him down a little bit. There is the sleight of fist as well. Mag, I think he will go down. Yes, he will. Rubik is the next on the list. Falls already. Silent. Medallion on somebody, but Ice Blast will hit Silent as well. Last 3 heroes dead. Clockwork
Nice.
TP'd back home, back to safety, and I mean, the best possible fight that roX.KIS could have hoped for.
Yep, Empire really wanted that Roshan badly, but that wasn't too much of a good idea, I think.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
wolves pursuing the Zeus and doing so much damage. Now the Frost Armor is up on him. The Frost Armor is also like really nicely countering the wolves because they're so fast, so much faster than the hero. They can do actually significant damage, but like the Frost Armor is slowing them down and reducing that by a lot.
yeah, I mean, Lich is so nice versus any melee.
But still,
And-
this brute force Roshan, I don't think this was too much of a good idea there.
Yeah, I really thought that they would have been more ready for the defense of it,
But still,
oh,
the
is
King
that the Orchid?
is doing well.
Yeah, he got the Orchid finish now thanks to the tower kill.
He got
If-
some nice kills off, sometimes with help, sometimes solo. Oh, now. Like
Oh,
he's
Cedar
getting
got the hook
hookshotted.
shot together with the Ice Blast. Silent is trapped in, and he cannot get out. Zeus, Thunder God's Wrath is there as well.
Very nice. This is the power of vision. Very nice vision there by roX.KIS, and yeah, they got him. Hookshot and AAOT connecting. Now
Oh,
mid
Mac
action.
going in for Seedoy though. Can he get in range? No, he can't. As Rubik falls in the meantime, he tries to drag him out. Actually, does do so as well with the Force Staff. But now, Chainmail activated and they're turning it around. Always wanna fly is there, but just dies immediately. Zeus getting that kill. Lightning Bolt and Mac. Can he blink out? No, barely before come the Searing Chains.
This was almost a team wipe for Team Empire there. Like really nice fighting, really nice pickoffs for roX.KIS there. And that was all without the AA, by the way. This was a 4-on-5 pretty much. Well, Lycan got killed very early due to farming the Ancients and getting caught by Ice Blast plus hookshot, but still. roX.KIS is doing fine here.
Top lane actually was really fun to see that the moment Yol saw the Lycan appear, he just started to TP away.
Yeah.
Like, no chokes, no nothing. I mean, the Lycan can easily chase him down, so very nice decision.
I also like the item choices they go for. We have the...
Oh, mid lane, Lich might go down. There was the Orchid. Oh, 1 HP!
Nice one.
Oh.
Yeah.
No way, man. I've actually never seen anybody drop to exactly 1 HP.
And they even chat about it, like,
Yeah.
we're not the only ones excited about this. That's good to hear. No, but I like the item choices simply for the fact that we have the Clockwork, we have the Blade Mail up, which is, if you saw it in the last fight, like Batrider is raping himself with the Firefly. Firefly all over the place in the fight, and Clockwork is just running through it with the Blade Mail on, so whatever he does to the Clockwork, it's going directly back. It's really counterproductive for him. And of course the Ghost Scepter on the Zeus against the Klink gank, perfect. Like really nice items, decisions here, and I think yeah they helped them definitely out in those fights.
Yeah, I really like the Blade Mail pickup because if he cogs in the Lycan, which is something that he absolutely has to do, because otherwise, of course, Lycan runs away. So Lycan usually, I mean, he would just eat up the Clockwork, but with the Chainmail, Blade Mail, he can't do much.
Yep, definitely. Now the good thing about if for example the Lycan goes for Necro. but I
Oh,
don't
bottom lane
think-
always wanna fly in some trouble, seared up and will go down. Or not, there is the Lasso, no, goes down nevertheless, but Lasso easy use resolution is there with the silence on the Orchid. And the Ember Spirit actually might drop down Flame Break, yes, he does go down.
Yep,
Very
Orc
nice
finishing
trade.
off. Very nice. A 1-for-1, but the Ember was definitely much more important kill. No, but what I want to say is that the Lycan, if he picks up a Necro, which I doubt by the way, it doesn't look like it. Like he's scouting out now the Clockwork. They know he's here. He's hookshotting
Going
in.
in for it. Immediate telekinesis out. And Ice Blast coming in as well. No,
It's
misses
failed.
everybody though.
Yeah, doesn't hit. Really nicely scouted out by the Wolves. No, what I wanted to say is like when he has Necro, like if you have a Blade Mage as a Clockwork, you can also like do nicely plays. When he gets away with low HP, you kill the Necro Warrior with Blade Mage on and get such a really nice range kill, etc. So there's really nice play you can do against Team Empire here with the Blade Mage, because there's a lot of abilities with high damage you can actually reflect back, and that's, yeah. Anyway, they push the tier 1 tower now, and with Edict this is such an
actually
easy job.
TP's coming in, they might be in trouble. Lycan pops the ultimate, they do get the tower, but always wanna fly. He's probably gonna die. Ice Blast, miss.
Yeah, this is pretty much a tower for hero trade.
And Resolution trying to take Roshan solo.
Yeah, he has a
Silent coming in as well.
So, and he gets Lycan's help. But the pings
Yeah,
are
with
already
the
coming
howl.
out.
I think
was
they
a
can
good
get
rock.
before roX.KIS can react, because they just use TPs to get to top lane.
Yeah, true. They scout it out, but it's already too late.
Actually, Klinks is looking pretty nice compared to a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah. No, he's been constantly farming. He got some ganks off. He got important kill on Amber so far, the early ganks. Now he got Roshan. He's supported now by the Aegis, and we see an Ogre Club coming out by him now. Is this a BKB? I think this is a BKB.
Yeah, I think it has to be one.
Yep. Against Zeus, against Lish, against AA, this has to be a BKB. We're gonna look at the Klink's hard carry build, like really. This is interesting. He's not even ratting that much. Right now he's really just interested in picking a farm at each and every lane, getting those items, and I think as soon as he gets his BKB finished, we're gonna see yeah, some direct fight. Or he's just really just going for towers and using even the BKB as like some sort of escape mechanism.
Yeah, level 2 Necro book now on Silent as well, so he's still going for the Necros for the extra push.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. Actually, I thought he didn't go for it. Maybe this was like some... sometimes you see the other build on Lycan where they go for Desolator and Basher, things like that. But like, yeah, the Necro build is I think... Not sure, I don't want to lie about the stats now, guys, but I think the Necro build on Lycan is much more common. Simply because of the whole scaling. The whole scaling is just amazing.
Yeah, this is really nice.
And
Lich,
found
yeah.
Lich, Orchid up, and that was 5 hits, I think, and the Lich was gone.
And actually, seeing the kill score being 16 to 10, you would think that roX.KIS actually has the upper hand. But looking at the graphs, I mean, that's not the case at all.
Yeah, I think it's... Anyway, time for the graphs. We see the XP going up and down and being almost at flat 0 right now, and the gold rush is in favor of Empire, so don't get misled by the kill board, because...
Oh, Lasso up on to PZZ, and the Zeus will go down immediately.
Yeah,
the Lashrak did die as well though.
At the same time, Clockwork hookshot on Lashrak was a very easy kill, and Batrider finished the Zeus on the other lane. But even here, Empire comes out as a winner simply for the fact that with the Lycan they can actually push, while on the other hand, like, they killed the Lashrak, but they can't follow up.
Oh, Seedor might be in some trouble. Resolution. There goes the Orchid. Blade Mail used though. Man score still, say Rockefeller extra damage, and yeah, easy kill by Resolution.
Nice. So this is
Seedor
2
is there.
down.
Oh, might get the counter kill. There is the Aegis though. No worries, and Seedor completely out of mana.
He has to retreat, and in the meantime they push in mid. The AA ulti pushed him actually a bit back, but Lycan doesn't really care. Now he's transitioning, farming the enemy Ancients. He's really doing well. The pushing power out of Empire coming out now step by step, and this is without seeing the Klink's even going for towers. At the moment he's focusing on that kills wherever he can, but like once he starts to hit towers, that's even gonna be more dangerous. The damage coming out of Wolves, Lycan, plus Howl, and Necro books up with Howl. It's gonna be amazing tower damage, and there's only 2 tier 2 towers left, and one of them is like on like 20% HP, while if you look on the other side, there's only 1 tier 1 missing for Team Empire, and that's the mid one. So yeah,
Empire, I mean, they are doing exactly what strategy they picked, and Silent might be in trouble. Ice Blast does fly, they really run into it. No, actually not, and pops the Necronomicon. Yeah, and solo dropping down in return, and Klink's getting Zeus in the meantime as well. Lich also in some trouble. Necronomicon, Lasso up by Mag, and 3 down all of a sudden. 4th as well as Seedor goes in. I think he will drop down, and yes, he will do so.
Yep. This
Only
is
Ancient
4
Liberation
down for roX.KIS. Really nice. The Ember Spirit absolutely underestimated the damage the Lycan does. Medallion was up, and we already talked about the low armor the Ember has. Right now Ember is with 6 armor. That is minus Medallion, that's almost negated armor. So you're hitting like a wisp. That's pretty much it. It's like bashing a wisp. And now we see the damage on the tower. Tier 3 already.
Blast. And he's
They
backing
used the
off
flip.
just in case, I guess.
But this cliff was just a bait because they can actually transition now in, just finishing off that tier 2 here in mid.
Yeah,
Edict is
easily.
already on. Batrider is skipping the creep wave to the neutrals. Easy tower. That was the easiest tower of Leshrak's life there, I think.
Like, by the way, that Empire was struggling like 15 minutes in, roX.KIS winning every fight. Now it's the complete reverse.
Yeah. I think the Roshan was just a mistake. Like these 2 fights around Roshan, etc. They were just a bit too confident there, and they paid it with a couple deaths and a lead for roX.KIS. But now the Klings and the Lycan in combination, they're taking it back. It's really nice to see. This is a 4 from back. I'm comparing the graphs right now. We're now at 11k XP advantage for Empire, and we are at a 15k gold advantage for Empire. I mean, this is with all towers except 1 outer tower being down. So, yeah.
That's massive. Oh my god.
This is
It's
27 minutes into the game. So, but we see a smoke here in mid.
And they might actually find Vanscore, who actually as a Rubik is going for a BKB. Has it finished as well, just needs the recipe from the courier.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I
very
really like
interesting.
some stats that how often do Rubik get BKBs.
I guess in every game where you face a Ember, Zeus, Lich and a AA.
Yeah. Like even before Arcane Boots,
Oh,
straight
and they're
BKB
blinking.
rush.
They saw them. Like this ward scouted them out. Now they know they're on the way. I think they're gonna pick them up. There's the initiation of that.
Nice, Lasso up onto Solo. Can they get him down? Chain Frost of flying out as well. Silent, he's out there. Seedoid gets thrown out. AA ultimate goes, but Vanscore should be able to survive. 3 heroes down already, and Lich also falling to Silent. Just much damage.
They didn't even care about the Lich ultimate. The Lich ultimate going for maximum stuns, and they just didn't care. One of them had the BKB on. They just didn't care. They just went for it. And at the same time, we have the GG call. Very nice game played by Empire. At mid game, it looked like, oh my god, roX.KIS having advantage here, but like from there on, Empire just took every single fight. Better trades, towers down. Roshan has been dominated for Empire's side. Very nice game. Guys, stay tuned. Game 2's coming in a second.